guys, welcome back to another video. My name is JD Yu-Gi-Oh! Orion, and today I'm back with another deck profile of my True Draco extra deck with a lot of changes. And when I mean a lot of changes. So, I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Remember to like and subscribe. And if you don't, I don't care. Because, like, god damn it, I don't have any more reasons. Just do it. Anyway, so let's begin with the profile. If you've already seen the last one, you kind of know a whole shtick with this deck. There's just a few changes. So, yeah, let's begin. So, as you saw, we're playing one DYNOMITE. DYNOMITE, well, here's the thing. With every True Draco, they all have the effect to where you can tribute summon by tributing a continuous spell or trap. So, that's added versatility of tributing. And they all have an effect, except for Metaltron, for the effect of, while they're tribute summoned once per turn, for a soft once per turn, if your opponent activates a card or effect, you can search or activate a certain card from your deck. This one's the trap one, and he's amazing because if you activate the trap from your deck, the trap allows you to normal summon during your opponent's turn. And yeah, it's amazing. So, one DYNOMITE. Also, he's the strongest. He's the swole boy. Next, 3 Ignis Heat, the most expensive one, surprisingly. Ignis Heat is the spell one, allowing you to get consistency. So what you do is, I'm not even joking, what you want to do with Ignis is that you want to set the spells or traps, tribute summon this guy, then activate Terraforming or Cardomize, and if they negate it with Ash Blossom or something, at least you get that search with Ignis, so you at least get some kind of benefit with it, and they just went -1, just for you to gain resources. It's great. So you play triple Ignis. Also, he's got Monarch stats if you want to try something. Next is Majesty Maiden. Majesty Maiden is the monster one, so if you have this with DYNOMITE, you can do some deadly crap, and I mean really deadly. You're able to clear like a monster off the field and get a search, because what you do is you just have DYNOMITE and Maiden on the field. Your opponent activates a card effect, you activate trap from your deck, then your opponent activates another card, Majesty Maiden searches Ignis, and then you tribute them during your opponent's turn for Ignis, and then your opponent's like, okay, activate another effect, you search one of the spells known as Disciples, and if they kill your entire board, you can just activate Disciples to shuffle your entire things back into the deck. It's really stupid. Majesty Maiden is the weakest one out of them all, but it's really good sometimes if you pair it with DYNOMITE. So, triple Majesty Maiden. Next is, I think, the most broken card in the deck, Metaltron. Metaltron says you can tribute him for 3 tributes for continuous spells, traps, and monsters. So he's basically an Egyptian god, and he gains immunities depending on what he tributed. So if you tribute a monster, spell, and trap, he's immune to literally everything. When he dies by battle by card effect, you can summon a monster from your extra deck with an attribute that's a fusion, synchro, or XC. So that's what basically our entire extra deck is. Just targets for Metaltron, which is really great. So one Metaltron. Next, we're playing double Ash because honestly this is really good right now. Being able to stop Dragon Roars, Dragon Darks. Yeah. Basically, engages everything. Just negate literally anything. It's one of the best hand traps. Also, it's a tuner, so you can synchro summon using certain cards in your deck, which is really kind of stupid. Next is, I take back on the Metaltron thing. This is the best card in the deck, Amano Iwado. You just play this, your opponent's done for. They can't do crap. They can't play the game at all. You just go Amano Iwado, you can't play the game. Because he's a spirit monster that basically says, while he's on the field, monsters on the field cannot activate their effects, so you just play this, all their negates are turned off, and you're just like, haha, joke's on you. And during the end phase, he returns to your hand, so Amano is really hard to kill. So each turn, you're just bringing out this this skill drain for your opponent, and they just can't do stuff. So double Amano, excuse me. That is literally all the monsters. You don't play much monsters in the deck, so yeah. All that monster. Next, for spells, we're playing triple Dragonic Diagram. Basically, all your True Dracos gain 300 attack and offense. You can pop a card in your hand or field to search a True Draco or True King card, which you're most likely searching Heritage to get a draw. Also, its other effect is the first time a True King or True Draco monster would be destroyed by battle, it isn't. So you're just like, haha, joke's on you, my big boy is even more safe, so yeah. Triple Diagram, it's literally the bread and butter of the deck. Like, if this thing's gone, you lose the game. Seriously. Next. Playing, triple Disciples. Disciples is your Daigusto Emerald deck. In other words, you can target 3 True Draco cards in your graveyard, shuffle them into the deck, and you draw a card, allowing you to easily recycle all the cards you're using, because, no joke, in one turn, you're using, like, 20 spells, 2 traps, and like a whole crap ton. So it's great to have all the recyclability. And just let you know, all the spells and traps have an additional effect to where if they're sent from the field to the graveyard, they pop a card in the field depending on their type. So if it's a spell one, if it's spells, they pop a spell or trap, and if it's a trap, it pops a monster. But with the these guys, you're allowed to get an additional tribute summon during your opponent's main phase, which is really good, allowing you to summon a whole crap ton of monsters on the field. So triple disciples. Next, triple heritage. This one has the same thing about the popping in the back row and the additional tribute summon, but its benefit is that for each different type of True Draco card that was sent from the field to the graveyard, monster, spell, or trap, you draw cards, so you're able to draw 3 cards off this one card, which is really nice. But if they Ash Heritage, you're like, well, crap me. Or if they Ash Disciples, it sucks. So you gotta bait out the Ashes beforehand. So Heritage is great. It's a better card to demise. Triple Heritage. Next, we're playing Triple Pod Duality. Honestly, like the pretty good card in the deck. Granted, if this is your first move, your opponent's gonna be like, "Oh, he's playing True Draco. Cool. I know what to stop with that." So yeah, you want to do this last as well as Pot of Desires, so you're able to at least get the last resources you need. So Triple Pod Duality. Next, for our 2-0s, we got Double Terraforming. Freaking Diagonic Diagram is kind of our best card in the deck. We kind of need it, so yeah, we're playing 2 Terraforming. If I could somehow play 3 Terraforming, I would. Next, Double Desires. Great card in the deck. You're playing a lot of 3-ofs and 2-ofs, so you're playing Desires because you don't really care much, and you're drawing more cards, which is pretty much the entire deck, so Double Desires. Double Card Demise. I'm actually fine with 2 Card Demise now. Like, I've been trying with 3, and I'm okay, better now with 2 Card Demise. So, Card Demise is really amazing. Allowing you to basically draw 3 cards is kind of nutty. Granted, you want to do this after your battle phase, because it has that restriction to where you can't do damage. So, you want to do Card Demise. So, it's Card Demise after battle phase, so at least you've done damage, and then you get draws. Next, Double Call the Haunted. And Call It by the Grave. Call It by the Grave is help to stop hand traps against your Card Desires, Card Demise, everything. Just stop hand traps. Also stop cards on the effect of the field, because you can banish a card in your opponent's graveyard, and if they, like, say they summon a monster, let's just say Altergeist fucking Marionetter, and they have another one in their graveyard, you just go Call by the Grave and the Marionetter. Now their Marionetter's negated, which is really nice. So, double Call by the Grave. Next, Monarch Stormforth. This thing with the traps are stupid because you're able to tribute someone using your opponent's monsters during their turn, which is really nice. So Stormforth. And next, Upstart Goblin, because Upstart Goblin. More draw power for you. Next is the traps. We're playing triple True Draco's Apocalypse. This card's great. You get to pop a True Draco or True King card on the field to the graveyard, pop one, thus triggering your True Draco spells or traps. And also cuts all your opponent's monsters' attacks and defense in half permanently. So if your opponent's got a Colossus or a Titan, you just go Apocalypse, pop a card, have their attacks, or you're at least able to beat over them, which is really nice. And also the Apocalypse, the traps allow you to pop monsters, as said before, and allow you to tribute them during your opponent's turn, which is really nice. So triple Apocalypse. Next, Double Rivalry. This kills a lot of decks. This kills Crusadia, Goki, Sky Striker, you name it. This kills a lot of decks. So you want to play this. And your opponent's just going to be like, well, I can't play the game, so Double Rivalry. Like, if you don't want to main deck this, that's fine. I'm fine with you not main decking this, but if you want to, I choose to main deck it, it stops a lot of decks. So Double Rivalry. Next, one True King's Return. Basically the Monster Reborn of the deck. Honestly, I don't like it, but I kind of have to play it because it's just a free monster each turn, and it's a True Draco, True King name trap, so you're just able to go another DYNOMITE name, and it's a free pop, so True King's Return. That's the entire main deck. Now let's get to the extra deck. So we're playing a totally awesome, as seen before. Basically, we're summoning this off of Metaltron. It's a free negate, and also if it's sent to the graveyard, we can recycle freaking DYNOMITE, which is a nice added benefit. So one Toad. Next, an Xyz, 2 Xyz that we're actually making. Volcasaurus and Gaia Saber. Volcasaurus is just there for like endgame, where you just go. They have a big boy, and you can't get over it, so you just go Volcasaurus. Detach a material, pop and burn. You just go into Gaia Saber and just attack for game, basically, which is really nice. So, Volcasaurus and Gaia Saber. Next, for fusions, we're playing Ancient Gear Howitzer. Howitzer is an interesting choice. Honestly, I would replace this with Nesteria Exterio or the next one monster I'm going to be showing you. But basically, his effect is he's unaffected by all other card effects. So if you just summon this in defense mode, they have to kill it by battle. But by the time they killed Metaltron, they probably used all their monsters to beat over Metaltron. So you just have this one guy. And during during your turn, you're able to burn your opponent for 1,000 damage, which is really nice. Next is Layer-Lusk Independent Nightingale. Basically the same thing as Howitzer, but it's a 500 burn, and it's unaffected by all monster effects. But I would replace this with an Nesteria Exterio, to be quite honest, but this is another burn card you can play. So 1 Independent Nightingale. Next for our 2 links, we're playing Underclock Taker, just a generic link, and also Nightmare Unicorn. Unicorn is just made to shuffle back problematic cards, such as Colossus or Titan, because this deck kind of dies to both of those. Next are our synchros, because we play synchros. We're playing Jet Warrior, Stardust Charge Warrior, and Stardust Warrior. This is our little warrior synchro engine, because what we do is that we make a Stardust Warrior. We can negate special summons, and when he dies, we can either get into a draw card. We either draw a card, or we can bounce a card, which is really nice. Because if they're going mid-battle phase, you just go Jet Warrior, bounce a card. Or you can go into Charge Warrior, draw a card, which is really nice. So that added benefit of being able to either be offensive or passive is really nice. Next, Crimson Blader, Crystal Wing, and White Aura Whale. These are our level 8s that we play. White Aura Whale is able to attack twice and deal piercing. Crystal Wing's a negate and attack gainer. And Crimson Blade, I think, is a really good thing against the Thunder Dragon matchup. Because basically what it does is that if it attacks and destroys a monster, you're able to stop your opponent from summoning level 5 or higher monsters for the rest of their turn. So what you do is you just swing into it. They lose their monster, and they're like, oh, I can't summon things. And it's a 28 body, so if you run over the Colossus, and they somehow, like, if they don't have Thunders in their grave, they're like, well, I can't summon for the rest of the turn. So, yeah, and you can actually make this with Ash Blossom and Ignis. So if you get to that possibility, and your opponent has a Colossus, yet has no protection, you're just like, bada bing, bada boom, there we go. Next, we're playing 1 Leo, the Keeper of the Sacred Tree. This guy is just a beater that's good against Sky Striker because they can't Widow Anchor it. And they can't Afterburner it either. Granted, Jamming Wings can hit it, but they have to pop a set card, and you wouldn't really have set cards on your field because if they do that, you can just chain response, and they're like, oh, that card frizzles. If I'm not wrong, right? I don't know, I don't remember. I don't play Sky Strikers anymore. But yeah, Leo is just a big beater that it's really hard for Sky Strikers to get rid of because after the battle phase, it's when they can start doing stuff, but it's not really going to be that useful anyway at that point. So yeah, Leo is really good. Next, we got one of my favorite synchros, the card I summon the most off of Metaltron, Soul Train. Soul Train's effect basically is that he can attack while he's in defense mode, and he's a 48 body, and he applies his defense. So he's hitting you like a train. Oh my god, I just got the reference. But basically, he's able to also discard cards from your hand up to 2 to pop cards on the field, so he's also mass removal. And you can banish spells from both players' graveyards to burn your opponent for 200. So if you're against a Sky Striker matchup, you just play this. Burn for like 2k damage. Burn all your, banish all your opponent's Sky Striker spells and all your spells. The graveyard, they're taking massive burn damage. And they gotta worry about 48 body. So yeah, 1 Soul Train. That is our extra deck. Now let's get into the side deck because I feel like it. So we're gonna be playing double roster mode. This is for the Thunder Dragon matchup or the Goki matchup. You want to play this because this just shits on Titans, Colossus, and Extra Links. Next is DYNOMITE. Again, craps on Extra Link and Thunder Dragons. This card's great because you just summon this and they have like a Titan and double Colossus. They're like, oh, I can't get out of that crap. Okay. Next, Chaos Hunter. Good against like Invoked and stuff, allowing you to get an aggressive card on the field so that your opponent can't continue their plays. Next is Dino Wrestler Prankatops. Honestly, I don't like Prankatops anymore. He's not really that good. Like, he's amazing, don't get me wrong. Prankatops is great, but against a Thunder Dragon matchup, he's not that good. Like, this deck just is great against a lot of decks, just the only deck it kind of struggles with is Thunder Dragons, because its main way of getting over things is by beating things over or by popping. It doesn't have non-targeting, non-destruction removal, so it's really hard to do that. double mind control. Honestly, I use this to take over bigger monsters or take control of the thunder dragons. Okay, just to let you know, this entire side deck is made to stop thunder dragons. So you take control of their Colossus or Titan, then you pop it with Diagram. So they're just like, well, I got a free resource out of it, you didn't. Next, evenly matched. Honestly, it's evenly matched. Why wouldn't you play in your side deck? It's a great card. Next, the ultimate bane to a lot of decks. There can only be one. There can only be one. Basically, this card, if you don't know what it does, basically what's on the field. Each player can only control one of each type, so you just play this against Thunder Dragons. They're unable to make Colossus or Titan unless they have no monsters on the field, and they use Thunder Dragon Fusion, which is very niche, like very, very niche. But you just play this and they're like, well, okay, I can't play my deck. Like, you're fine with only controlling one true Draco monster. Honestly, that's what most of your matches are going to be. But you just play this, and if you don't need, you can just pop it with Diagram. Like, this is what I love about Diagram. You can pop your floodgates, and you can just continue with your plays, which is really great. So, There Can Only Be One is a great card. So, we're playing 3 of this because we want to open this as much as possible, so yeah. That's my entire side deck, my entire True Draco deck. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you didn't, let me know why, because I apparently care about criticism. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Remember to like and subscribe. If you don't, I don't care, because I got frogs. Frogs are cute, and I love frogs. So, hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye!